right, everybody, popping in for a quick audio check here, just getting things going a little bit to let people join. Today's Artshare is a little bit bare, so what we're going to do is I have decided on a backup plan was to do some sketches of, some of chat's OCs, in the meantime to kind of fill that gap. Totally okay that not a lot of people submitted this week, which is totally fine. Hopefully our little art community will grow in the future, and yeah, we'll have a lot more to go over. So I will be back shortly in about 5 minutes here, and we'll get started. All right, it is time. Go ahead and get this rolling here. See if anybody's popped in. I got one person in at the moment. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Like I said earlier, today's art stream is a little bare today, but that's totally okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll go over the submissions. And then after that, I have plucked some reference photos of some of chat's OCs. And I will do some sketches of those for the rest of the time and, you know, hang out, you know, have some laughs, have a good time here. Let me know if the music is too loud. I can certainly turn that down. Not a problem at all. Don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out here. So anyway, let me go over here and we will switch to this so you guys can see exactly what's going on here. I think I'm actually going to turn that music down just a little bit. You know what? I think I want to listen to some anime tunes because I'm a weeb like that. And I can turn it back up just a little bit. It's so hard to get these audio levels just right. All right, so let's see here. Let's get into it. Got our first submitter here. I love seeing their art. This is at T-Surge Art. They do commissions. Looks like they do commissions on the regular, which is pretty fantastic. I'm super happy for them. They get lots of work. Got this awesome Dr. Doom commission here. Looks like he's got the Infinity Stones going. A lot of like cosmic energy going on here. I'm also a huge fan of Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is such a cool, like, you know, most of the time he's a villain, but, you know, I can definitely sympathize with some of his motivations here. Got the nice confident pose here that Doom would normally have. Probably talking shit about Reed Richards. As one should, because Reed, you know, Reed sucks. I don't like Reed at all. So, you know, that might be a hot take, but not a big fan of Fantastic Four because of Reed. All right, we got the next one here. We got, looks like Sindel from Mortal Kombat 1. Very nice pose here. We got her chilling on her throne. A lot of great detail. I like all the bounce light. And then, of course, the main light source does a great job here. You know, pick the purple that goes along with her general purple theme. Just fantastic. Love it, love it. Hey, Riley. Glad you could make it. We got another commission that they did here. It looks like the same race as Ahsoka. Oh my god, they told me last time and I totally forgot what the race is, but looking awesome. I love the lighting. We have most of the lighting coming from the left over here. A little bit of bounce lighting from the lightsaber, which is fantastic. It's a great way to do it. I'm always a huge fan of having secondary or even tertiary light sources. Move on to the next one here. And they've submitted this one a couple times, which is totally okay, but I really, really love this like OC here. It's like this really cool, like, you know, kind of very fit demon succubus kind of character with some red skin. I love the sparkles here, and I love the angle of the image. Super awesome perspective. So that was at T-Surge Art. Make sure you check them out on all social media, give them lots of love, and of course, commission them. Alrighty, let's go back here. Let's go to our next submitter here. And we got Octo. Octo is awesome. They do a lot of art shares and they're super, super nice. Oh, why am I not following them? Hold on. Oh, wait, I am following them. Haha. And I'm hitting the wrong button here. Sorry, guys. Go into the post. There we go. So this is at Octopus Hermit. Got a really cool, like, obviously they like octopi here. I'm also a big fan. Very intelligent, extremely cool creatures. Very colorful, good at puzzles. Looks like their character here has some like moth antenna, which is super neat. I like that. Nice little addition here. I like the composition here because the foreground really does actually pop out, even though the background is pretty complex with the tentacles. Also, props to drawing these tentacles, like, you know, all like, you know, they look really 3D. You know, all those suckers and everything, that's got to be a pain in the ass to draw. So I commend you. That's fantastic. Oh, I just noticed the little hearts at the end of their scabbard. That's a cute little addition there. Let's go to the next one here. Oh, I really like this. This is awesome. I love that their little moth antennae light up. Looks like it kind of shows like their mood, maybe, or you know, maybe they're a member of the LGBT community, which would also be cool. I'm just making assumptions there. Don't actually know. If I'm making incorrect assumptions, please let me know. Oh, here we go. We got lore. Martoni is a Mothman who wants to draw everything under the sun, eat all the best food, and experience true love. Hell yeah. I like it. I like this OC a lot. I like that they have a lot of luminous things in the room. Being a moth, you know, they would be attracted to all sorts of lights and everything else would be dark. Makes a lot of sense. I would chill in a room like this. Love it. Oh man, I think I forgot to like and repost the first one. Let me actually go back to make sure that they get... Oh, nope, I already did. Hell yeah. We got Martini some more, eating a burrito from Burrito Beacon. I like that they made like an actual brand for it. That's pretty fantastic. I love the scenescape, the cityscape in the background here. They got a cute, like a cute little cup here. Nice designs on it. I really like this character. This is awesome. Let's go to the next one here. Got a close-up of the face. Got some like neon color schemes going here. Like maybe they focused in on like a you know, some sort of neon light and they're just like, ooh, that forever. I really like it. Let's see. So again, that was at Octopus Hermit. Make sure you check them out on you know, social media and stuff. I'm sure they would appreciate your love. Make sure you retweet, interact with them because they're also super, super nice. Give me real Attack on Titan vibes with that specific image. Yeah. Yup. Definitely some kind of like some Aaron Yeager PTSD kind of face going on there. That's a good call out there, really. Alrighty, let's move on to our next one. Oh, I gotta go back, don't I? I'm so bad at this. Oh, look at that, Relly. You're up next. This is at Relly Bean. Relly Bean is awesome. They are actually in chat now, so you can say hi to them if you want. They play Monster Hunter with me. They like League of Legends a lot. They have made a VTuber model, and this is their little character that they go by. It's like their interpretation of what is it, Rel from League of Legends, or what's her name exactly? I'm sorry. I know, right? I I'm more of a fan of say like the artwork, the lore, you know, that kind of thing. Um I really love like Arcane. Like I'm super into Arcane and super excited for the next installation of that. Like it's just pure like artgasm basically. Like everything about it's amazing. It's unfortunate that they did have to rush Arcane a little bit, but I still really enjoyed the second season. Nice, nice. Does it give you like more insight to her as like how she developed and how she got that way? Because I saw the music video for her before Arcane came out, and it looked like she had been through quite a bit, maybe interacted with League of Legends version of Death, which is the Lamb and the Wolf, which is really cool. Oh, I bet. Not biased or anything, right? But yeah, I love this. I love the way you draw your big egg eyes. I love those so much. It's very iconic for you. Fantastic. And they have actually rigged their models, so they're going to be doing collabs with me, which is super fantastic. I can't wait to do that. Been trying to help in the background here and there with some advice as far as that goes. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Kindred. Kindred is such a cool character. Like they're a lot of the champions they've come up with are just amazing because like I played League when it very first came out, and there was only like a few characters. There was like Blitz, like Fiddlesticks, Severe, um shit, I can't even Warwick looked like crap back in the day. But it was fun. But the art style has like evolved like crazy. Like it is just, it's like the peak of like they really cemented the whole splash art like appeal and whatnot. Did you mute on accident? Oh, have I just been yapping and you not been able to hear me? Thanks for being here, by the way, Cora. Appreciate it. I was mentioning, oh no. I was mentioning at the beginning there, I didn't get a hell of a lot of like submissions for the art, which is totally okay. So what I was gonna do to shift gears is, some of the chatters that I interact with a lot, they have OCs. So I was gonna do some sketching after I went over all this artwork here, just so I, can fill up some time, have some fun, and, draw some different things. So I'm actually, if Rel doesn't mind, I'm going to add this to something that I will sketch on stream as well. So let's see here. Let's do Rally Bean. I'll do a sketch of your VTuber model. So I don't have a lot of artwork that got submitted, so my idea was to take some of you guys as OCs and just do some like casual sketching, and then I might take some of these images and maybe turn them into illustrations in future streams, if that's okay. Do I have your permission to do that? I know Pensy had directly messaged me about their OC, so I know I have permission. So I was going to do your VTuber model, if that's okay. Nice. Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right. We got our next submitter here. Let's see. This is at Zaza Bayos. I love this person. They are super positive, super fun to talk to. They do comics. They do all sorts of artwork, and it's super cute, such as this right here. This is adorable. We got a little character sheet, really shows their personality. I love this, like, kind of like, almost like NPC-ish, can't talk today, character that's following them around, kind of like a little, like, happy, friendly ghost, maybe. Looks like they can conjure some, like, equipment, some shielding and stuff. Oh, here we go. We got a... I'm not even reading the lore that they gave me. I'm the worst. Here's my main character, Lucas, and his best friend, Billy D. Blob. They're a pair of goofball heroes who go on all sorts of wacky adventures together. As the MC, Lucas controls the plot of the story itself as his source of power, such as by creating his plot sword and plot shield, aka his plot armor. That's awesome. That's a really unique idea there for a story. I like it. Let's go on to the next one. We got some more of Lucas having looks like a happy Christmas time with Billy D. Blob. I'm kind of assuming that Billy can take any form they want. Oh, this is so cute. We got like the lighting from the star on the top of the tree. Got some cast lighting on the Christmas tree itself. Nice wholesome scene. I love it. Let's see. So that was at Zaza Beos. Make sure you give them lots of love on the artwork. They're also really fun to chat with. So, you know, be sure to interact with them as much as you can. They're a really good, positive member of the art community. I know I'm rolling through this fast here, so. Alrighty. So we got at Unleasher Q44537. They submitted before, and I'm super happy that I'm seeing more artwork from them. It's like we got a fan art from Fate here. One of these days, I will actually go through and watch all of the Fate content. Like, I really want to, but I don't really know where to begin. I think the only one I ever watched was like, I watched the first one that came out, where I think it came out in like either early 2000s, late 90s or something like that. So it was very, very much anime from that period. You know, the story's cool with the whole resurrecting of heroes and then having them battle over the Holy Grail. But I do recognize this character as Rin. So this is awesome. I like it. Hanging out on the grass, you know, having a good time. I love it. Great job. Can't wait to see more from you. This is at Unleasher Q44537. Make sure you follow them, give their work lots of love, and encourage them on their art journey. But yeah, like the Fate series has like insane animation lately. Like I see clips all the time and I'm like, this looks totally wild. It's probably because UFO Studio did like a lot of their more recent stuff, and they also did Demon Slayer, but I've actually been familiar with UFO Studio from a series called Garden of Sinners, and that was awesome. Sorry, I need to chug water, make sure I hydrate myself. So we got Rex Gamer VT again. Thank you for submitting once more here. Looks like we got like a Pokemon style card where they're actually interacting with one of their bendy characters here. This is very creative. Oh, no worries. Thanks for showing up, Koroping. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you get lots of rest, and I will see you some other time. Really appreciate you being here. Let's see. Let's read what this card has here. So it's got 60 HP, basic, Emily. Flip a coin. If heads, the opponent's active card's attack stacks double. They are now confused for the next 3 turns. The attacks of their active card has a 50-50 chance of hitting. If tails, nothing happens. Rubbery Thaw. The opponent's active card begins to thaw and pull into an elastic puddle. Weakness ×2. Resistance, retreat. And then it's got Succulency Nomad illustration. New to the scene, Emily is a rambunctious and over-the-top elastic girl who tends to overwhelm others with her personality and strength. That's really creative. I love that. That's actually a great idea, is to make kind of like your own either Pokemon cards or Magic the Gathering or something like that. It's a neat idea. I'll have to try that sometime. Oh, let me make sure. Did I like and repost? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go on to the next one here. Got a super cute character here. Looks like they kind of evolved the emoji eyes into like an actual character. That's a pretty neat idea. I like that. A lot of these people are like way more creative than me. I guess as an artist, like I'm so just like character focused and things that I would use, like say for like the 1 million projects that me and Havoc going on, that I don't really take the time to do like really like creative ideas or come up with like interesting kind of like art like this. So I always applaud everybody that does that. No. Getting introduced to kind of, she reminds me of the Elastic Girl from The Incredibles. But they're like, hey, go talk to her. And then they're like, oh, she's so hot. I'm so embarrassed. I really like this. This is so cute. Let's move on to the next one here. A stretchy selfie with Natalie. Oh, that's so cute. I wonder if this is someone else's OC that they made in their stretchy persona style. Very creative. Love it a lot here. All right, so that was at RexGamerVT. Make sure you go ahead and check them out. They also have a DeviantArt, deviantart.com/RexGamerVT. Make sure you give them lots of love, like and share and follow their stuff. They are also super friendly, so if you want to chat with them as well, go for it. And our final submission that we have for today, of course, is Pensy. Pensy, at Pensy the Android is their tag if you want to go and check them out. Pensy is an OG viewer for me, even though I've only been, I've only been streaming for like a month and a half, but they've been here like pretty much the whole time. So let's see what they put. I almost forgot to post in here, so here's my work from this week. I did vampires this week, so I hope you like them. Hell yeah, Pensy, I like them. This is awesome. I really, really like the expression on this character here. This is Kenta. I love all the red. You know, it's really difficult sometimes to do. Oh, sure, really. Yeah. You know, go have fun, man. I will have to, I need to find some time that I know our schedules are kind of like janky because we're on like different continents or whatever, but I need to pop into your stream sometimes and give you some support since you're always popping into mine. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope you're successful in everything you're trying to work on. Yeah, I really, really like this. I love the beanie with the leather jacket, you know. Definitely gives off the vibe that, you know, maybe this character might be a bit of a tsundere. I happen to be a fan of the tsunderes. I don't know why. I just like the sassiness of them, I guess. So that's awesome. Ooh, we got another one here. This one's got white hair and it's got the red eyes. Like they might be like an albino vampire. That's awesome. I really like it. Got the blood, of course, you know, can't be a vampire without blood. Awesome work. Yeah, Pensy is super amazing. They do commissions as well. So if you want some beautiful traditional work from Pensy, go check them out. Their tag again is at Pensy the Android. Give them lots of love, encourage them as well in their art journey. So let's see here. I think that was the final post that we had on here for our Artshare. Let me double check one more time just to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Yep, that was it as far as that goes, which is totally fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to doing some sketches of some of the OCs from, you know, people's chat here. So the first one I'm going to work on here is actually Pensie's character, because they approached me about doing a sketch before of their character, of course, Pensie the android. So let's see here. We're just going to do some fun little sketching. I haven't sketched in a while, so I usually leave like my sketching phase to, you know, off stream so you guys get to see the fun parts. And if anybody's joining in the background, they have any OCs they want me to sketch on stream here, I'd be more than happy to do that as well. We're gonna start really, really rough. My sketch is always like hella rough, so just to kind of get the general shapes down first. Trying to think of what kind of, we'll do kind of like a similar pose as to what they have going on here. So the hand's gonna be like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like a box. That way I can get the kind of the perspective a little bit better here. Just an idea where the hand's gonna be. This will be where the wrist is. We can always adjust this later. It's going to be a little janky at first. I'm going to make it smaller since I always sketch super huge at first and then I shrink it down so I can get more of the composition in there. And I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do a box here too for the body so we know, you know, kind of what's going on with the perspective and the pose. Doesn't have to be a perfect box. I just have to kind of know where things are going to connect. Another trick too, when connecting the hands and arms and whatnot, is you kind of want to leave the actual arm part for last, and then you connect it like a triangle after that. Let's get kind of where the center lines are for this here. And we're going to make this smaller again, so it fits onto our canvas. Then we're going to put, I think like the other hand, we're going to have like kind of down here, like it's maybe resting on something here like that. And then we'll have, let's see, yeah, kind of like we'll do it like it's resting on like a desk or something, like they're sitting at a table here. All right, now that I have that, what I can do So I can kind of do this number like I was talking about earlier. And then you can kind of connect things this way. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're actually going to adjust the posture a little bit. Like there's a little bit more weight here going forward. Now I can do where the other shoulder is. And we can do like this, kind of like it's resting here. And then we can connect the arm behind it like that. Perfect. So now we have the pose. I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it down. Bring the size of my brush up a bit here. We're going to do another pass on the sketching here. Just kind of like rough it out a bit. No, stop. Hit the right thing. There we go. So we're doing another really rough sketch. Kind of how the hand area. We're just doing this quick since we're sketching today. I'm going to clean this up as I go. We definitely want it like the jaw is like resting there on that. We can kind of pull this away. We need like a little bit more meat on the hand there, like that. And we'll erase away here so we can get some of the form back. And let's see here. So let's establish the skull shape again. And then what we're going to do is kind of rough out where the hairline is. Just super rough. Again, the ear. Actually, the ear is going to probably come down more. So let's get rid of that. And inside in here like that. And I feel like I need some more guidelines here. So we're going to go in here and do that. This is going to be the plane here where the eyes are going to sit. We're going to kind of do this just to rough it out. And we'll have like the face here. Hey, Rex, how's it going? I'm doing well. How are you? So it looks like Fancy's character's part on their hair is kind of around this area. So we're just going to establish that. Yeah, I'm just doing some sketching of some of my viewers' OCs here because I didn't have as many submissions as I would like for my Artshare, which is totally fine. So I had to pivot here and kind of like compromise. Want to make sure it kind of comes out a little bit like this and kind of establish where the chunks of hair are. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I already went over your stuff earlier too, so I made sure I went in, and of course I told your like tags and stuff on Twitter so people will come and check out your work. Thank you so much for submitting your art. Really, really appreciate it. Let's see. So looks like their hair kind of does this number. Maybe I'll do some of your RCs if I have permission. I want to draw some bendy characters. That sounds fun. I'm always commenting on and how like, you know, your elastic and bendy people always look like they're super fun to draw. Get kind of like the hair shape going on here. So this is the general. Kind of goes like that. We're going to do some flippies at the end here. Then it kind of goes over other side as well. Some flippies. Kind of give them like a look like, why are you bothering me? Like I'm busy. We're definitely going to clean this up as we go. I always am super, super loose in the beginning. I want to really like have the ideas flow like unhindered by. I am drawing Pensie's OC, the one that that kind of represents them on their social media. I don't know if you can see it up in the corner here, but I have the reference image above my head. It's like they've got like a sweater thing going on here, so I kind of want to establish where it is. And then kind of right here, we'll have some big chunky parts because it's a sweater. I am thinking I might need to bring this over just a bit here. Make sure they're not like too wide. You know what? I should flip my canvas. That'll definitely help. You know what? We even actually need to bring it down some. Like around in this area. Let's see if we can make this kind of work the way I was thinking here. Probably have to do even more adjustments shortly. Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. flip it back that way. And they have like gloves that they're wearing. And we'll have kind of like that. Again, just working really loose, really fast. And then after that, we'll clean it all up. I think if I turn my canvas a little bit here, I can kind of want it like their cheek there is kind of. Oh yeah, I mean, I plan on streaming like a while today, so I have like a couple, ones that I've like kind of picked out. So once I'm done with Pensie's sketch, since you're here, I'll move on to yours next. How about that? I know it's always exciting to have someone else draw your OCs, so it'll be fun. It'll be a fun little stream. Give me lots of practice on a lot of like variety. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fix that other eye. All right, that's a pretty good general sketch here. So now we can do like the clean version next. I want to try to make their character cute too, since I enjoy how this design for this character. Give him kind of like a cheeky look. Bit of sass. About your comment? Oh, yeah. So what I was saying is, since you're here right now, after I'm done with Pensie's, I'll work on yours next. Trying to do these relatively quick so I can get to like a couple people's OCs. But of course, I still want them to look like, you know, pretty decent too, so. I very rarely keep things at the sketch level, so. In between the lines, I miss you all the time. In a way, I need to flip my canvas more often. That's what I need to do. Help me keep track of the structure of things. Kind of like the way I did the nose first time there. Yeah, sure. You want to do one of you. Do you want to go? Man, I'm having all sorts of trouble with this nose here. There we go. I think that's pretty good. There we go. Kind of do this in a little more of like a kind of like early 90s style here. I think that would look cute for their character. Also want to do things that I can do relatively quickly so I can get to other people's OCs. It's like they got some, definitely has some lashes going on. Oops, my brush is messing up. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Actually, we'll wait to put the iris until I finish the other eye. That way I can make sure they're both pretty accurate. Man, I'm struggling. There we go. That's looking pretty good so far. Do think figure out what the hell I'm doing here. There we go. Kind of move this jaw out a little bit more. And unfortunately, when you use the liquefy tool, sometimes it kind of blurs some of the lines you were working on. There we go. I'm back. All right. So let's see. Let's follow across there. I rarely work this fast, so bear with me if I'm like all over the place. Still got the handicap of the ADHD, so that doesn't help. Thinking this line needs to go out more. Kind of like that. Make sure it looks okay in the other direction. And it does. Woohoo! Let's get kind of where the eyelid. Let's kind of have where, gotta make sure like cheek is puffed up a little bit here where she's kind of got like, oh yeah, I should probably do the hand while I'm at it. So let's see, let's kind of carve away here where there's the finger. And then we'll draw it in. So kind of put the finger kind of like that. That might be too much on her. You know, we'll draw the hand in just a sec. I got to figure that out. We'll figure out that hand situation in just a moment. I want to get most of the body parts done here. And let's get the pupils. Thinking I might have to move this line. Oh, excuse me, guys. Throat is like really dry and I'm about to sneeze. Oh, man. Let's make sure we got these kind of lined up correctly so it looks like they're looking the right direction. Thinking like that. Then we got to flip it to make sure it looks all right. There we go. We did it. Hooray. Looks a little messy right there. There we go. All right, let's go back to my reference. Make sure I don't get too out of hand with this. That kind of right way around here. And we're going to extend it. Almost got it. There we go. That, and it's going to kind of have a bit of a spot where it has where it is behind the ear. Like that. And follows the hairline. Like that. We're going to have a little swoosh kind of like going back this way, I think. And then over. Maybe it goes. No, not like that. I don't like that swoosh now. Go away, swoosh. You don't belong. I just thought you would look cool. All right, we're gonna do this and kind of give her like a, her hair is kind of going over. And make sure I zoom in, make sure that it looks cute. Over the top like that. That. And we'll do some big chunks. Getting a little crazy with my line weight there. Nice, thanks. I'll check it out in just a sec. And I'll work on that next. Gotta make sure I don't go too overboard since I have several things to draw. Easier said than done. I am like the king of overdoing things, especially under a time constraint. And we're going to bring the hair kind of down like this. Kind of. I know in a lot of anime you can usually see through the hair, but I don't think I want to do that. That'll solve some of my time problems as well. Don't want to go overboard with the chunks either. By the way I'm doing these lines is I am using my entire arm, not just my wrist. So you kind of like have to do like a flicky thing like that. I know sometimes people are like, oh, that's magic. It's like, nah. You just got to practice, get used to it, have line confidence. Speaking of line confidence, I need to also adhere to the rule of thirds. So we're going to erase some of this away here. Just a bit. Oh, wait, that's not even the right brush. I do it on the damn brush I'm working on. There we go. Kind of erase that away. And then what I can do is I can go back into it and kind of just flick them out just a little bit at the ends here. You need to give the eye some rest in like at least 1/3 of the area you're working on. That's what the rule of thirds is. Let's see, let's flip our reference, make sure we're staying on track. Kind of.
Luvum Kfadian, a new traveler.
Whoa, what was that line? We're gonna have like some of it kind of come this way, and then maybe a little bit behind it, actually, I think would look good. Like that. Because hair is multiple pieces and they're 3D, and there's going to be different parts that overlap each other. So you always want to keep that in mind. And I actually want this piece to go over top of that stuff. So I'm going to have to zoom in. Oops. My tablet likes to not always recognize things on the first tap, which is fine. I can deal with it. Let's see, where do I want to move next? Try to, like I said, keep this expedient so I can do multiples. No. There we go. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here. So just to catch you up on what's going on here, I didn't have as many art submissions as I would have liked, which is totally fine. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some OCs from chat and I'm doing some quick sketching, having some fun. At least I think it's fun. So this will be kind of like where the hair part is. There. Bring that up. Kind of do this and yeah. So this is one of my longtime viewers, OC. They go by Pensy the Android, and this is the OC that's like their, pretty much like their identity that they go by online. So I thought that would be nice to do. They also had DM'd me about it in the past, so figure I'd go ahead and reciprocate. Trying to do these relatively quickly. I never work this quickly, so this is a rare thing to see. Generally, I take my time quite a bit when it comes to artwork. So I'm trying to make sure that still looks nice and still has like the line confidence that, you know, make sure that the OCs still come out as intended. Might have to flip to get what I'm going for here. Of course, you wouldn't be able to see all the flippiness, so maybe I need to zoom in a little bit more to get what I'm going for. Oh, the ones that you submitted for the art thing, I did go over it and I looked at it earlier. I thought they were adorable. Sorry, I'm just like trying to get through this so I can make sure I get to everybody's stuff. Everybody gets a fair chance to get their OC drawn if they want. Again, I have ADHD, so I gotta keep myself on track. Or I will get super distracted and get nowhere. But I promise I'll get to it. Let's see, so it looks like they have some ear piercings, so let's get that on. Oh no, my brush is janking out on me. There we go. Kind of see that. Oh man. It's like flying all over the place. Wacky wild. Thank you. I appreciate it. This isn't a style like I necessarily normally do. Like I have a pretty like anime inspired style, but I was going for more of like a kind of like a early 90s, late 2000s vibe with this OC. I thought it was pretty fitting for the OC. Keep making that strand too thin. I'm glad you like it though. It makes me happy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Gotta think about the structure of the hair a little bit here. Make sure that it's not just randomness. Might be a little bit too much of this line there. Then we're kind of bring it down for the shape. I'm going to do it like a behind. Thanks. Yeah, basically, to get like crisp line art like this, you give yourself a good amount of space on your canvas to, you don't use your wrist, you use your, you kind of like flick at like the elbow and rotate the shoulder. And that gives you a little bit more what's called line confidence. And if you don't like how a line turned out in particular, you erase it away. Like right now, I'm trying to show that some of these flippies are actually in front of the line I just drew. So I just gotta kind of erase it away. I want to think of things in like 3D space, like they might be on top of each other. There might be some foreground, midground, background elements, that kind of thing. Oh, if you guys don't know, this song is from an anime called Space Dandy, and it is hilarious. If you ever get a chance to check it out, you should definitely watch it. It's really funny. I think it didn't do very well because I think people expected it to be like, like a Cowboy Bebop kind of thing. And what it actually does is it kind of is like a parody of all those like space anime. All right, so we definitely want some more structure lines here. Just a little bit. We still want to observe the rule of thirds. So I think some of these lines are a little excessive back here. I know it's tempting to put lines everywhere, but you know what? Yeah, so the guy that does Dandy's voice is like one of my favorite voice actors. Like he's hilarious. Like he did voices for an anime called Bakano, which is also an amazing anime, by the way. It's about like immortals, but the character that he plays in that is this like really dumb. He has a wife or a girlfriend. He goes around, so they go around like stealing from rich people because it's like solving their problems. Like they have too much money or whatever. That's like their whole logic behind it, and they don't know they're immortal, so it's like really funny. But it takes place in like the 20s or something. So I actually highly recommend listening watching it in the English dub because it's actually better because everybody talks like Steve Buscemi. All right, I need to kind of put the pedal down here so I can not concentrate on one thing the entire time. So I might not yap quite as much while I'm doing this, so I apologize here. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. That hand looks funky. I think it need to follow the guideline and put. Not everything's going to be perfect since this is just like a quick thing anyway. So I think we're going to bring the finger back. Need to have like the structure make sense. So it's going to go like that. And then this kind of goes like this. Again, it's not 100% accurate. It's not what we're going for. Most of it's covered up anyway. Little artist tricks that we pull. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about how inaccurate it is. It's behind the hair here. It's a mystery that does not need to be solved. Not at all. Oh man, I love the pillows. We'll do kind of like where cheek is right there. We need to show this is kind of like a glove, so maybe some folds, just a little bit. We're gonna do kind of like this. We're gonna do some hard shadows in some places just to, so we can separate some of the elements. And then what I'll do is I'll erase away a little bit there. And around the jaw line, we'll give it a slight separation. Just like that. There we go. I think this area is a little fat, so we're gonna pinch it in. Hopefully without messing up the hair strand. There we go. That looks pretty good. Oops. Actually, it needs to come from like kind of like that. Trying to make forearm not too terribly thick there. Do like a cast shadow there. Just to make it visually more interesting, I think. I'm gonna flip and take away a little bit of that. And like I said, I like to go in and give it a little separation line there. If I can get it in the right spot, that is. Just a little bit. There we go. I think we can get a little looser in this area here. Use some thicker lines on the actual clothes because it's like a sweater. Do that with our line weight. And then we can go through and do little things kind of like this to kind of show that there's some wrinkles there, even though that looks like ass. So let me fix that. Doesn't look right at all. There we go. That's more kind of what we're looking for. You know, I'm going to leave it alone. Kind of where the arm does that. And I'm thinking I kind of want to fill in some of this again with some hard shadow to give us some separation here. Just a bit. Here we go. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Makes working on things better when you have somebody, you know, to chill with. Put some lines like there's something going on there with the glove. There we go. I think this hand down here is a little too big. I think that's what's tripping me out with it. No. What am I doing? What's wrong? Why does that look weird? Ah! I'll come to that in a sec. Maybe I'm just not ready for that part. That's what we're going to say. Let's see, so the neck that way. Let's bring. We're going to do bring the sweater up. Carve into that just a little bit so it has more of a shape to it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I try to be, you know, as relaxing as possible. My whole thing is, you know, hanging out with artists and gamers and, you know, trying to just have like a nice community where you don't have to like, you know, worry about somebody judging you all the time for whatever reason. So usually that reason is insecurity. So you won't find that here. Plus, I just like, since I started streaming, it's been so nice just to meet new people. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know what the deal is with like people on the internet sometimes are just kind of like I don't know if they feel like they need to like be extra or like attack people or what, but it's just not cool. Oh my god, I'm having so much trouble with the shoulder. Maybe I need to go this way. So I gotta think. Started that there, so make sure that the collarbone makes sense. Kind of like that. We're not gonna go super intense into this because we're on limited time here. And I want to get to Rex's OC that they sent me next. So that's going to be fun because I have never really drawn a bendy character before. Like I've drawn Luffy from One Piece, but not like in like any sort of bendy state before. So that's going to be fun. It'll be something pretty new for me. It's kind of have like having the thicker lines down here. I think it looks cool. It's also sometimes just kind of fun to like press down really hard on the pen. Also, if you happen to be an artist, so what I usually do on like these streams on Saturday is I put a pinned post on my Twitter to submit, whatever artwork you want. It could be a sketch, it could just be like, a fun little OC or whatever. And I highlight it and I give you shout outs on all sorts of like social media. That way you get some attention. Sometimes you just need somebody to say a nice thing about your artwork every now and then to get you motivated, get you back in the saddle. So, got any projects you would like me to highlight, I will be reposting for next week on my Twitter. So look out for that. I'll be more than happy to go over your work. Let's see. So the neck's kind of going up like this. So we kind of what I'm thinking I'll do at the end of the stream too is I'll post the final like sketch images all together like this. I feel like this arm kind of goes out a little too far, but maybe I can make it work. Might have to bring it like I think I have to bring it in a little bit. So let's see. Come in, go like that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, social media is not always like not always the most positive place. So So let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some structure underneath here so I can figure out exactly why I'm struggling here. I'm just gonna do it real quick. So we'll have this kind of like the fingers are kind of like resting. So like that, yeah. Kind of like that. I think that looks okay. Maybe hands are always so difficult. Kind of, there we go. If I put it that way, like the wrist is bent just a little bit. Looks a little more natural. There we go. Even if it's not perfect, it's okay. We can have a little bit of scuff here and there. Oops. Sure I'm on the right layer here. Kind of clean up some of these spots. All right, so and then I think their gloves come down just a little bit. And like the wrist area. No, we're getting out of hand. Let's see. So, Gotta make this work. That away. Get this out of here. I know I'd be going insane right now if I wasn't a digital artist. Be like, I'm ruining my paper by erasing so much. Let's see, so did I do that too? We're just gonna kind of imply where the knuckles and stuff are here. That might look like crap, but we'll figure it out. Just kind of needed to get the structure going on. Yeah, that looks weird. Let's fix it. Cursed hands. The bane of artists everywhere. You know, maybe if I zoom out while I'm doing this. And we do kind of like that. I think the fingers will connect kind of in this area, so. Oh my goodness, this still doesn't look right. Help me. I should look up a reference, but this is just sketching. So like I said, we're We're trying not to spend a huge amount of time on everything. That is the goal. One, two, three. We need another finger. So I'm going to have this finger actually kind of coming up like this. And then since they're wearing like gloves, can kind of do this number. This hand's just going to be a little bit funky. We're just going to have to live with that. This needs to actually have more of the palm. I think that's the problem. There's not enough palm. Get rid of this. Oh, this could be most of the sketches working on this damn hand. Hey, Windseeker. You've shown up during a struggle moment for me. This is just going to look funky. I'm just going to have to live with it. Since these are sketches that I'll probably turn into something else later. I'm sure Pencil will be happy anyway, because they're awesome and nice. Oh my god, that looks so weird. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine, guys. I need to move on to the next one here in a sec. Since Sprex has been patiently waiting this whole time. As I continue to work on it. Ooh, good. We got some Gurren log music. That'll help me out. That'll give me some confidence here in what I'm doing. Oh my god. Keep hitting like my buttons on my pen. All right, this is going to be shadow. Okay. Good enough for now. I'll come back and clean this up later. Got to turn off my perfectionism. It's the hardest thing to do. To just say, this is good enough. All right, we'll do just a quick little shadowing from, like, say, the hair to show some depth. Oh my goodness. If I can get my hands to cooperate. I didn't eat enough today. I think that's my problem. No. A single breakfast sandwich was not enough for doing art. I'm drawing your character next, Rex. We're getting there. I promise. Like, I'm literally almost done with the sketch. I'm just like trying to do like the last little things here, last minute things. Kind of clearing them up. Sorry if you're like on a time limit or anything. I think the worst thing about this is if I get going too far here, I want to do all the shadow work on everything, and that's not the point. It's supposed to be sketching here. All right, good enough. We're going to call it there. All right, so we got Pensie's OC. Let me go ahead and let's give these a save. Stream stuff. Chats OC's Pensie. Open the folder. There we go. All right. And something I like to do that makes things look a little bit nicer is you duplicate the line art, hit multiply, give it some Gaussian blur. And there we go. It makes the lines look a little bit better there. So that is Pensie. I'm going to put this in a folder. I usually do 2.5 hour streams, but since I decided to take on this task, I'm going to at least do one more OC here, and then I will probably call it for the day. I usually take a break on Sundays, and Wednesdays I don't stream, so that gives me time to like recover. All right. Rex has been waiting this whole time here, so I'm going to move on to their character next. So let's make this just a little bit smaller so I can move it off to the side, and then I can get Rex's DM. If I can hit the right button here. Sorry guys, like I said, I'm running on not enough food, so that doesn't help me. Let's stick Pensie over there. Save. Okay, let me check my DMs. Did you DM me on Twitter or did you DM me? Oh, it's on Twitter. There we go. I see I have a message. No, not seeing it there. It says new messages. There we go. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So we're going to do this next. So, and then this will be my last OC sketch for today, at least. And we're going to save this in here so I can use it as a reference. Chat's OC. So now we're doing Rex. Oh, it didn't pop up in there. Why did that happen? Okay, let me save it again. Oh, it's in like a weird file format. I see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll pull this onto my other screen. That way I can see exactly what I'm trying to draw here. So we got like looks like a Sonic OC here. I'm sorry, Rex, I'm not going to be able to see your chat. So let me minimize that. So there we go. Yes, it is your turn. I'm on it. Cool. So this will be a lot of circular shapes here. So that makes this fairly easy, I would like to say. So we're just going to start with the sketch. We're going to be hella loose. And I'm thinking and kind of have it maybe this angle like this. And then we'll do the it's got to be more like this, I think. I'm gonna do kind of like a shot where they're kind of looking like maybe up at the viewer. Then maybe we'll have like a go for like a maybe like a thumbs up or something. Make it a box so I know exactly what I'm doing here. And then we'll have the other arm kind of going down like this. Sorry, I can't tell if you can hear me on my mic there. Is my music too loud for you? I can always turn that down. Kind of, we'll figure this out as we go here. Change the angle a bit. Comes out a little bit farther from the face so we don't run into our same problem we had with our previous sketch. And we're just going to do like a bust. Just to keep it fair to everybody. Do another loose sketch here, but it's going to be a little bit more like I haven't drawn a Sonic character in so long. Like I said, we're going to keep it super loose at first. So it might look a little freakish at first, so don't mind me. I will get it where it needs to be. I promise. Kind of like that. gonna establish kind of the head shape here. And then he's got like a little scarf thing, which is awesome. Make things a little bit easier for me. Establish where the ears are. Again, we're going to do a lot of just, we're going to transform it a whole bunch till it looks right. Get kind of like the shoulder area there. And it's also got a band here. Gotcha. I have not done any like Sonic art in like years, so you'll have to bear with me. It's gonna be a little wacky. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep it really loose at first, and we'll go from there. So the fingers are gonna be kind of like, do it like that, kind of. Like I said, I usually do not work this quickly, so. I think the torso needs to be a little shorter. Erase some of this away. And we're just going to do some real basic shapes here for the hands. It's going to be really loose at first. Just to establish everything. It's cool is like Sonic characters always have these like kind of like chunky bodies. So it makes it a little bit easier to make it a little smaller. I'm gonna turn this sketch off underneath because I don't really need that right now. Ooh, his thumb is in a weird spot. I will fix that. You know what? I'm gonna have to move this hand so his hair doesn't completely like cover it. Do that, and then we're going to move this thumb because it is in completely the wrong spot. YouTube is not really giving me a very good shuffle today, so it's playing a lot of the same music. So thumb will be like here. Let's see, he's got some spikes that kind of come like this. Like a big old, like kind of back in the day when I used to go to shows with like I also used to listen to like some emo myself, so don't feel offended by this, but it's kind of like gives off the kind of emo vibes. I do not mean that in a negative way at all. Let's see. All right. It's pretty good rough. So what I can do now, I think I need to maybe position the head a little differently. Let's see, let's do it more over here. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Maybe I need to, maybe this way. I don't know, we'll leave it where it is. We'll fix it as we draw. All right, let's bring that way down. And now we can do the cleaned up sketch where we can actually get the structure and whatnot. So oops. You always want to make sure you flip your canvas, because just because it looks good one way does not mean that it looks right the other way, like at all. You're like, man, this looks great, and then you flip it and you're like, ah, it's a monstrosity. Can Aniki do shapes today? Oh my goodness. That'll be a placeholder for now for where that is. Kind of establish where the mouth is going to be. Like I said, your boy is not drawing a Sonic art of any kind in a very long time, so. How far does that go? Oh, that goes like way out here. And then it kind of comes together. We're going to figure this out. Yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of flipping back and forth here, I think. Maybe moving things around so they make sense. I think this needs to come up a little bit more. Give it a little more of a structure. By the way, shout out to all the furry artists. Like, you guys are goated. Like, no joke. This stuff is not easy. I don't know how you do it. But get that bag for real. Like, let's see. Figure out where I want the iris to be. Oh my god, that's so loud. I'm so sorry. My neighbors are obnoxious. What we're going to do is we're going to draw through so I know exactly where the other eye is going to be. Go away, dude. What is your problem? The worst neighbors, I swear. Oh man, the angle of that is not right. Why did I pick this angle? What is my problem? I'm making things like way too hard for myself. It's like, Aniki, why don't you do something simple because these are sketches? Nah, that's not me. I am crazy. Especially going out of your comfort zone. Woo, I should be more safe than I'm being. Oops. It's one of those weird things too when, oh my god, I gotta close my window. That is driving me nuts. What an asshole. Okay, yeah, I gotta close my window because that's distracting the hell out of me. Okay, I'm back. So I think you're right. I think if I make this a little bit more a different angle here, I think that will make it so I can actually make some progress. I need people here to keep Aniki humble. Actually, the size is fine. I think I just need to change the head angle. Got to really rethink this sketch. Maybe like that, and I got to figure out a new situation with his arm. We're going to do that. I had this very like, I played like Sonic when I was like pretty young and all, and I had this like all this promotional art was always him like kind of giving like thumbs up or whatever. So it's kind of how I was thinking about this, but all right, let's see. We're going to have to do some adjustments here like that. Then we do the actual drawing. We're going to have to change his face shape and everything. We're going to make this work. Let's see. So if this is a square, kind of like that. So let's do, we're going to move this arm way back here. I'm going to change the angle of it. Maybe if, trying to figure out the best way to do this. You know what? Let's start from scratch. How about that? I think that's my best course of action here. Since I got overly ambitious there, guys. Do our sketch over again. We're gonna change. What I'm kind of thinking is more of like an attitude kind of thing, like a, so if we do triangles like that, and then we have like the one hand that way, and then the other hand over that. We're gonna do this really loose and really quick. I mean, hella loose. So it's going to be kind of like an arms crossed and a little cheeky smile. Maybe, okay, we're going to roll with this. I'm so hungry. Okay. We got this, guys. We can do it. Oops. That's the thing with art. You're never pumping out 100% bangers every time. But you work with what you got. You know what? Actually, I have to use the restroom. I'm going to come back. I'll be right back, guys. And I think by then I will be refreshed and I'll be able to get this character down. I'll be right back. Less than 5 minutes, I promise. Alrighty. What did I do with my glove? There it is. Sorry about this, Rex. I promise your character's coming. I'm just having some difficulties. There's absolutely nothing wrong with your character. It's definitely totally me. Okay, big circle. And then we'll do it kind of like, we'll do it like a similar angle to how we did Pensie's here. I think that will help. We're gonna kind of just do this as we go. So this would be, we can break this into shapes. We can be a smart artist and break it into simpler shapes. That way, you know, like a real artist would do. We can problem solve. And hopefully we don't end up with the same problems. That's what we're trying to avoid here. Rex is probably like super confused about what's going on. Like, why have you restarted my drawing so many times? It's because I'm scuffed. That is obviously the answer. I said I wouldn't do the weird angle, so let's stick to that. All right, I think we're going in the right direction now. Got to think like an animator here. I think that'll give me the right, correct perspective on how to approach this. So he has kind of like spikes that go back like, kind of like that, something like that. turn it even more so it's more this way. We're just going to do like, we're going to keep the pose a lot more simple this time. This is where I struggle. Let's see. So let's just assume they have like a neck. I know it's going to look funny right now because these characters usually don't have like a visible neck, but I needed to figure out exactly just how I'm going to do the pose. That's all. Let's assume they have like a rib cage. Trust the process. I'm cooking, I promise. So that. We'll do tubes. And another tube. And then we're going to represent the hand with like a circle here. Actually, we're not going to do a circle. We're going to do kind of like this number, just so I know exactly where things are. Got to put my chef hat on. So they'll be like, hold on. So this kind of comes across like that. And then comes this way like that. And the hands will come over like that. And then we can kind of have where his like scarf is coming. Like that. All right. I think that gives us a little bit of a better sketch to go by, I think. This is definitely my final one for the night here. I am quite fatigued. Hey, really? Welcome back. Doing my final sketch for the night. I did Pensie's character just a moment ago. Now I'm doing Rex's Sonic OC character. I haven't drawn a Sonic character in years, so... Oh my god, I suck at Marvel Rivals. I don't know if it'd be fun for people to watch me suck at it, but... Man, I should have eaten more before the stream. It's always hard to do artwork when you're hangry. Oh my goodness. What are lines? Oh my god. I just cannot do what I want right now. I'll get it though. I'm gonna keep going. All right, maybe if I do like that, connect like that. It's crazy because Sonic is so far from like my normal style. It's definitely a challenge. Again, you furry artists are wild. Wildly talented, I mean. Mad respect. All the respect. I did do a Sonic OC for a friend a very long time ago, but let me tell you, it took me quite some time to get it right. Maybe I'll share that before I end the stream so you guys can see. Oop. Went too crazy with my elbow there. You know me, no. Trust, it's not on purpose. I hope by the time I'm done, you like it at least. That's my goal here. Oh man, that mouth is so distorted. I gotta figure this out. We're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to do some hell of adjusting here. Hold on. Oh, that didn't help. Oh my god. Can we fix this? Oh my god, this is gonna look crazy. So let's see. Why is this so hard? I'm gonna get this, I swear. Should call this stream Watch an Artist Struggle. Man. Oh, that did not help. It'll all be worth it in the end. When it's finally done, and I finally figure this out, it'll be cool, right? Right? I could say I drew something way out of my comfort zone. And I think that's a win. Now we can manipulate it. Right? Thank you, Liquify Tool, for being there for me. The Academy Award goes to the Liquify Tool. Okay. Hooray. I think that looks pretty good. We'll come back to, I think if I flip this, I can do the spikes. Oh yeah. All the tools are the best. That's what they're here for, man. They're here to, you know, make up for where you're lacking otherwise, so I think people always like underestimate like the use of tools and in artwork, like especially with like Clip Studio Paint. Like if somebody tells you something is like cheating, it's like no, it's a tool that's baked into the program. Like it's not cheating, especially if you're on a time crunch. It's kind of funny, like I talk about this as being kind of like furry art, but like a lot of the same like principles still like apply of like, like kind of like proportions and things like that. Like at the moment, like I think these ears are kind of in the wrong spot, but it'll be fine. I'm also like really kind of like anal about when I do curves if I want how they look. So that's probably a lot of my problem here. There we go. It's good practice though for shapes, shape language. I'm gonna draw through it maybe. Maybe that'll help me. If you were ever one of those people where you see my artwork on my timeline and you're like, how does he do it? And let me tell you, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of trial and error. This is your answer right here. A lot of erasing, a lot of adjusting. I think it needs to follow more the curve of the head. Okay, we can take it here and fix it from here. All right, the hair is going to be covering this, so we're going to take that away. I say hair, but it's spikes. Hedgehog spikes. You guys will be my cheer squad as I finish this. I appreciate it so much. You guys are great. You're the best. There we go. Hooray. Now I can kind of think of where his other ear would pop out a little bit from there. So kind of, we do this like perspective wise, there'd be like right there, I think. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do this number. What is in Japanese? Something like kambaru, or, you know, when I do it, it'd be like yata, I did it. Like hooray. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Little bit of a bite. Let's flip it back that way. That'll make it easier. Make sure this line connects. We're just going to put that as shadow. Fill that in, and then we'll cut it away just a bit so we know that the form's still there. And I'm going to bring this line in. Kind of like that. It's like, hey guys, I'm doing just a sketch. Does entire line work? Let's do some shadows from the spikes. So we give it some depth. And then we'll kind of, we'll cut back into it there, just so you know that that line continues there. As I completely mess it up. There we go. That's good enough. That. And I think I want some shadow this way. Just to show that the head is kind of like blocking the light source. We'll say that like the light source is coming that way. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, so I got big old cartoony gloves. It looks like they only have 3 fingers and a thumb, so I can work with that. Should be pretty chunky per the Sonic kind of style here. We'll do one of the fingers kind of coming out like this. So it'll be like a little cheeky pose. You gotta bring that knuckle back. So it's kind of going on an arc like that. So we're gonna do it from there. And then he's got like some ringlets that go around the wrist. If I can get the correct angle to cooperate. Kind of want to get his arm / shoulder going here. So we're going to erase that away. Let's see, so he's got some stuff like kind of like that. We're gonna do like a We're going to do a shadow here from the fingers. Like that. We're going to carve just a little bit away so we don't lose the form. Let's see. It's actually got some pretty chunky forearms, so let's kind of do that number. Wait, perspective here. Jeez, this is in front. Man, catch that game. No, keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, we're gonna have to flip it. We're getting close though. So close, yet so far. Let's see, so these actually kind of have a shape to them, it seems. Kind of like ringlets a little bit. Kind of go like that. That's a little too intense, I think, for the pose. Wait, if his forearm goes kind of like more like this. Something like that. There we go. Sometimes you have to draw lines through to get what you're looking for. So this finger doesn't make a lot of sense. So let's figure that out real quick. One knuckle, two knuckles. Oh, this is going to look funky. Needs to go down far enough that it wraps over the arm. It's one thing it definitely needs. So it kind of goes like... That's a monster finger. I'm so hungry. I swear, I'm gonna finish this before I'm done with stream. I promise. All right, this armlet's gonna take up a good amount of space, so let's kind of do that. I think that'll save us some headache. You know, when you're having trouble in one area, sometimes it's good to just move to a different part of the image. This gives you a bit of a different, gives your eyes a rest at what you're trying to figure out and your brain a rest. Oh, cool. Oh, hey, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. I'll post it on Twitter if you have one, and probably on like Instagram and stuff when I'm done. So have a great night. Get lots of rest, and thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right. So close. It's like I don't even have that much more to do, and it's just giving me so much trouble. Oops, that's not the right color. So we can say that his body kind of starts like that. Let's get the other shoulder going here. No. It's like, what are shapes? All right. Since there's no color going on here, I need to have the lines from where the colors would separate. Oh my god. You know what? Maybe I need to lower my sketch. I think maybe my sketchy lines are kind of wigging me out a little bit. I think that's what's making it difficult to visualize what I need to be doing. Maybe it's the angle that's weird. It's throwing me off. That's actually okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, we're going to stick with that. I think. Looks a little off, but oh my god. Just so tired. No, no, it doesn't look great. uh, now I gotta fix this. Maybe this is too far down. Yeah, I think that's one thing that was throwing me off. Yeah, I think that looks better. I think one of my issues is I do not know the anatomy of a Sonic style eye, like at all. I think it shows. All right, I'm just gonna draw this arm, and then I can kind of move on here. This hand is all crazy now that I look at it. Jeez. Oh, it doesn't look right at all. It's because I made this way too big. That's why. And that goes too far that way. Oh. All right, this finger is just going to look funky. It's fine. Do like a shadow there. What going on now? Whew, I gotta take off my robe. It's getting toasty in here. Oh, I think I know what I'll do. Let's see if I can pull this off. Now, I need to do a sketch underneath. I need to stop messing around. Let's see. So this will be like the palm here, right? 1, 2, 3. And then 1. So it'd be like that. And then it would be like that. And then kind of like that. This is not going to look exactly 100% right, but it's fine. Because I really need to wrap this up for the day. And this part would actually be the thumb. So let's kind of have it. Nope, that's not right. Oh my god, that still doesn't look right. Oh, I'm so hungry. It looks extra crazy. All right, Rex. So I think I'm going to have to finish this up off stream, but I will DM it to you when I'm done. I'm just very, very hungry, and if I keep trying to go at it, it's just not going to go, the way I want it to. So like I said, I'll finish this up off stream here. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I have to go get some dinner because I am just absolutely starving. I hope you had a good time hanging out with me. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. I'm going to be off tomorrow, and I will be back on Monday with more of a visual novel called Until Then gameplay. If you're not already following me on Twitch and social media, go ahead and give me a follow. That way you can stay up to date with what I'm doing and come hang out with me when I'm streaming. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye bye.